It's been a busy weekend at Whistler. How have you liked your time here so far, just in the last couple of days?
I've loved it here. I've had a great time. The festival, I think, is a really interesting festival. I think any festival that celebrates Canadian film the way that this does is a winner. You know, I think we make a lot of great film here in Canada, and I think that you know, it's as Canadians, I think we're not very good at patting ourselves on the back and tooting our own horns sometimes. So you know, a festival like this that celebrates excellence in Canadian film is a good thing.
And you you had the not only world premiere but the opening night movie. How did that feel for you?
You know what? It felt fantastic to be the opening night gala here. Was it was a big thrill, and especially a big thrill for me. You know, I mean, I grew up in North Vancouver, and I grew up skiing this mountain, and so it was a big thrill for me. Whistler has always had a very special place in my heart, and so to be the opening night gala here was a big honor.
It was great to see you. I just talked to Richard a little while ago, and he had wonderful things to say about you. But I want to hear from your side, like how you liked working with Richard and just experiences you had with him on the set, because that must have been quite an interesting ride for you.
It was daunting, to be perfectly honest. As a first-time feature director, I mean, I've been directing television for 20 years, but you know, to have Richard Dreyfuss in your feature film debut, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little bit intimidated. You know, he's an Academy Award-winning actor. You know, and he's a guy that I grew up watching in the movies. So it was a great thrill and a great honor, and it was also just a little bit intimidating. But he made it very he made it very easy, and he's a true professional, and we had a great relationship and a great working relationship, and as I'm sure you experienced with him, he's a very charming, wonderful, funny guy, and he's a great raconteur, and we had a really good time making the movie together. I thought it would be very beneficial for Richard and Tatiana to spend as much time as they could together before we actually rolled cameras. So I got them both to the location where we started filming the movie a week ahead of time, so we could rehearse, the three of us, and spend 5 or 6 days, just the three of us in a hotel room, and really work on the script, and really work on the scenes, especially the scenes in the car in Jennifer, and really get the dialogue right, and get the timing right, and get the feeling of those scenes right. Before we got on the floor, and before we started working on those scenes in front of 70 people, and I really feel like that time that we were able to spend together, and certainly that time that the two of them were able to spend together, really made a big difference for the two of them, so that they really knew that they could trust each other and really felt supported by each other, and so right away on day one, when we started working, they already had a great working knowledge of each other, and already felt like they knew each other and had a great chemistry together.
Of course, the other person we're referring to is Tatiana, who is no stranger to Whistler. She was here last year with Picture Day.
Right, and she won the Borsos competition.
Yeah, so it's sort of like actress, 2 years in a row. It's just too bad she's not here. We would have loved to have her here, but she's wonderful as well in the movie. And it was great to see like the two of them have that kind of rapport and that like you just felt it right away. Yeah, and it's a good testament. And I know you talked a little bit about it, but is there anything else you remember, just like a favorite moment of working with both of them on set, Tatiana especially?
Well, there was, there were a lot of moments. I mean, there was, one of the things that I really enjoyed with the two of them, that I did with them quite a bit, actually, is there was a there was a song that is one of Richard's favorite songs.
Yeah.
"Oh Children, Go Where I Send Thee." It's an old gospel song. But you know, as you remember in the movie, CAS has a thing for bluegrass music. So in our whole rehearsal process, we started talking about bluegrass music, and you know, Richard started telling me about this song, "Oh Children, Go Where I Send Thee." And so I found a bluegrass version of that song, and I got our music supervisor to secure the rights to that song. So I would play that song back I would have our sound guy play it back for them in Jennifer in the car, and they would sing along with it. And I would just totally unbeknownst to them, I would just roll the cameras. And I would film them singing along to this song in the car, and it was beautiful. It's some of the most charming and interesting and wonderful footage that I shot. And I tried to cut it into the movie somewhere and put it in, and I just couldn't. There was nowhere for it to live in the movie, and it broke my heart because I really wanted even just a little bit of it, but I could never find a place. But hopefully if we get a DVD release, you might see it in the extra bonus footage.
That's the thing though. Like we've had its premiere at Whistler. Where do you see it going next? Like where's the movie going from here?
Well, there are a few other film festivals that want us to come and make appearances at them. So we're going to be at film festivals for the next few months with the film. And then it's going to get a theatrical release here in Canada and in America, and then it'll be, available on demand and in a video store near you.
That's good.
If there's any video stores left by then, when there probably won't be.
And what's the we're here at a film festival. I'm sure you love film festivals as much as I do. What's the best movie you've ever seen at a film festival? A favorite?
The best movie I've ever seen at a film festival. Wow.
Hope I didn't just blow your mind with that question.
Yeah, you kind of did.
Yeah.
The best film I've ever seen at a film festival.
I know. Can you just think of one that you loved? Doesn't have to be your favorite, just one that you thought was
The Station Agent.
There you go.
I saw The Station Agent at a film festival. Yeah.
Vancouver Film Fest a decade ago as well, too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
There it is. Wow.
The Station Agent.
Pull that one out.
Well, I'm around the rest of the weekend, so if you see me and if you think of an answer, we can roll some more videos.
Okay.
So, thanks so much for taking the time to talk to me, Jason.
No, you got it. My pleasure. Right. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.